Now we have Pythagorean triplets. What is this? Actually, in a right angled triangle, the longest side is known as hypotenuse. This is the longest side and this is called hypotenuse if its length is a, and other two sides, which are known as legs, have length b and c. So from Pythagoras theory we have square of this hypotenuse a square is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides, means b square and c square. Again, square of this hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides or legs. It is called side and it is called leg. So b square plus c square. So if you obtain three numbers in this order, that when you get sum of the squares of two numbers is equal to square of third number, then we can say that these three numbers follow Pythagoras law and this triplet of these three numbers becomes Pythagorean triplet. Let's see how. If we are given three numbers, first number is 6, second number is 8 and third number is 10. Check. Square of 6 is 36 and square of 8 is 64 and sum of these two numbers is 100 and square of this 10 is 100. Now you can see sum of the squares of these two numbers, which is 6 and 8, gives you 100, and whereas square of this one number gives you directly 100. So these three numbers follow Pythagoras law and this triplet is called Pythagorean triplet. So students, we are given a formula to find the Pythagorean triplet. What is that? If we have a number, a natural number represented by m, what is that? That's a natural number and which is greater than 1. Take m greater than 1 and m is a natural number. In that condition, we have a formula which gives Pythagorean triplet. If m is a natural number which is greater than 1, then first number of Pythagorean triplet is 2m, second number of Pythagorean triplet is m square minus 1 and third number of the Pythagorean triplet is m square plus 1. Here the formula is given, you can see. If m is a natural number and m is greater than 1, one thing is missing, m is greater than 1. In that condition, this 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1 make Pythagorean triplet. Students, you can see m square plus 1 is the longest side of the triangle and this 2m is the shortest side of the triangle. You have example now, example number 2, and you all go through it in online classes. We have discussed it. Now I'm heading for exercise 6.2 and here our classwork is given. First question is find the square of following number. First and fourth part of the question are our classwork, and in question number second, first and third question is our classwork. Other questions are your homework completed by this day, and the solution of the questions are given in the video. So our first question is find the square of the following number, and first number is 32. Find the square. So 32 can be written as 30 plus 2 square. You can see 30 plus 2 whole square. We read it whole square. So we know that when two numbers are written like this, we can write it a square, we can write it b square, and multiplication of these two numbers are going to be added 2 times. So we can rightly write it 2 into a into b. Okay. Now 32 square becomes 30 plus 2 whole square. The square of 30 is here and the square of 2 comes here, and multiplication of these two numbers, which is 30 and 2, can be written here. Multiply this by 2. Now you are going to get your answer. The square of 30 is 900, the square of 2 is 4, and multiplication of 2, 3 and 2 becomes 120, Now add this all, you will get 1000 to 1024, and this is the square of 32. Similarly, we have another question. Find the square of 93. So 93 can be written as 90 plus 3. Now again we have 90 square, then we have 3 square. Multiplication of 90 and 3 can be written twice. So we can directly write 2 into 90 into 3. Solve this question. Square of 90 is 8100. Square of 3 is 9. And multiplication of these numbers is 540. Now add these numbers. Our result is 8649. In question number 2, we have first part of the question. Here is the question. One second. Write a Pythagorean triplet whose one member is 6. So when one member is 6, we have other members m square minus 1, m square plus 1. Let's see how. We are given first number is 6. Students, we know that if m is a natural number and which is greater than 1, in that condition 2m to m square minus 1 and m square plus 1 make Pythagorean triplet. As we know, this 6 is a number from this triplet, so we can write 2m is equal to 6 because 2m is the number from triplet. Now put the values 6 and 2m equal, find value of m. And now in other two numbers which are in Pythagorean triplet, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1, put the value of m, you will get your answer. M square minus 1 is equal to 3 square because value of m is 3, you obtained here. So 3 square minus 1 is equal to 9 minus 1 becomes 8, and m square plus 1 is equal to 3 square plus 1 is equal to 9 plus 1 and is equal to 10. So the Pythagorean triplet is 6 was given in the question, you obtained here 8 and you obtained again here 10. 6, 8, 10 are the numbers which make Pythagorean triplet. Next part of the question is 16. If 16 is the number of the Pythagorean triplet, find other two numbers. What to do? Again, we have 16 is equal to 2m, you can see, and value of m is 8. Now other two numbers are m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. Right, value of m becomes 8, 8 square minus 1 and it becomes 63 to you, and m square plus 1 becomes 64 plus 1 becomes 65. So finally the Pythagorean triplet becomes 16 was the first number, next number is 63 and next number is 65. You can see a pattern here. We obtain the largest number of the Pythagorean triplet by m square plus 1 and we obtain the smallest number of the Pythagorean triplet by 2m. Okay, so consider this thing because some of the questions will be given in these terms. So thank you students, complete your exercise 6.2 and we will begin exercise 6.3.